I can feel like 80 rats in my Marys. Me and Drizzy back to back, it's getting scary. If you fucking with my eyes, just don't come near me. Put some bins all on your head like Justin Terry.
Hey, hello listeners and viewers. This is the Faison View Podcast, episode 46, 146 to be exact. Man, let's get into it. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Leekfaison. Subscribe on YouTube. Leekfaison, man. Let's jump right into it. We got some spicy topics out this jump. Let's go. My first topic, we're gonna talk about top and the most influential rappers. Secondly, we're gonna talk about Instagram taking away the likes this week and the impact worldwide. And lastly, just to correlate to the last topic, would you rather likes or comments? Because I had a little debate with my friends about that, likes or comments, over the Instagram situation. So let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel, man. Let's go. So, my list for the most influential rappers. I'm going to give my list, and then I'm going to give my reasons why of these people. I'm going to give my list first. I have Wayne. I have Pac, Kanye, Diddy, Jay-Z, and Master P. And I'm sure there are a lot more, but those to me are the most influential rappers, and I'm gonna tell you why. I got Wayne definitely first, bar none. And it's not saying bar none, but to me, in my point of view, and that it is my favorite rapper. But I feel like Wayne has influenced so many rappers. Wayne is your favorite rapper, and it wouldn't be Kendrick, it wouldn't be Cole, it wouldn't be Drake, it wouldn't be Nicki. It wouldn't be a lot of these top tier rappers that you listen to today. They wouldn't be here. Wayne influenced a whole culture and a whole different genre of music. Even though T-Pain not invented, but he kind of did like revamp what auto-tune really was. Wayne took that to a whole nother level in his music as well. And you have a lot of other rappers that are trying to steal his style and steal his swag and how he rapped. The mixtape era of Wayne, like that's when a lot of people really fell in love with Wayne and who he was as a person and how his rapping style really changed the game. I feel like Wayne, in anybody conversation, needs to be the top 3 most influential because he formed how rap is today. And also, yeah, of course you have pros and cons, but if you really want to talk about the big pros of it, the biggest artists that we know and that are out today are all Wayne influenced. Even to your Chief Keef, even to your Uzis, even to, of course, your Thugs. And a lot of these rappers are listened to today, and it's like without this Wayne influence, you don't get the type of rappers and the magnitude in which hip hop is right now, being the #1 genre. It didn't used to be the #1 genre back then. Of course, to us, black people in our culture, we've always embraced and loved hip hop, but back then it wasn't the #1 genre. It was actually hard to compete with others. Wayne has been the first rapper to hit 1 million a week without streaming. This is off of just straight CD sales, and just how Wayne dressed and just every certain thing in Wayne's catalog, it correlates to everything that's going on today, and it correlates to a lot of the youth. And of course it has pros and cons because you got all these littles out now, but it's no original little, no better little than Lil Wayne. And it's just really a testament to Wayne's character and how far he's come and how far he brought the game along with him. And being my favorite artist, yes, I give respect, but I feel like everybody should give Wayne his respect. Without Wayne, who knows what hip hop would be today? We wouldn't have a Cole, we wouldn't have a Drake, we wouldn't have a Kendrick, we wouldn't have Nicki. So just think about those 4 key names and the impact they have on the world today. Hey, you wouldn't have it. And secondly, Pac, most definitely Pac. The intellect of Pac is bar none kind of unmatched. Pac was like an angel on earth, and I know a lot of people who speak on Pac and love Pac, and a lot of people have their views on Pac too, and saying, you know, a lot of things Pac did was contradicting. But what people really had to understand, and Snoop said it and Ice Cube said it the best, like, why can't I be all? Why can't I be a gangster? Why can't I be an intellectual? And T.I. also said it. Why can't I be a whole plethora of things and still be me? Cause Tupac, he spoke for his people, even though he did have a other side of him. Also, you got to think about it. All these rappers that a lot of people like, they have all these allegations, shooting and all that, and people embrace them. But Pac was embraced because his intellect was just different. He just knew what to say and how to say it at every given moment, and his intellect was just, it was bar none. It couldn't have been matched. His impact will forever live on, and he's still, if not the most influential rapper ever, solely off the fact that he's pushed so many people to rap, just solely off the fact that who he was and how he carried himself. And also, you know, carrying that thug life, he always mentioned it was just more than just being a thug. It was just a lifestyle in which he was living. Of course, you saying in a thug way, but just how he didn't care. He wouldn't hold his breath for somebody. He would actually speak how he felt and speak from the gut. And like that's rare to see somebody so blunt and somebody in that superstardom, and just telling you what it is and give you game on top of game. And man, just rest in peace to Pac, because without Pac, trust and believe, it's no Wayne, it's a lot of these rappers that are rapping, even your greatest, they would not be here. And I just feel like Pac just always will deserve and represent the culture. And no matter how old you get, and it's a testament to who Pac was, and the youth will grow up still knowing who Pac was. Just like Michael Jackson is so big, and they're superstars, beyond superstars. Your kids are gonna know who they are. So definitely Pac. Third, definitely, of course, Kanye. I may not agree with all his views and Kanye's beliefs, but he's a genius, he's a mastermind, he's an innovator. Kanye really has set the wave and paved the way. I remember back in when 808 Heartbreaks came out. I think it was like 2011, 10. He just changed the way of people's swag. He changed the way of the sound. Like, Kanye is just a mastermind. He's a genius, and the impact he has, and the genius he has on the culture, dealing with his shoe brand and dealing with his brands outside of rapping. So that's always respected, and you gotta give Kanye his roses. Like I said, I'm not gonna be a hypocrite and say that everything Kanye believed in and everything he does, I do not agree with. But you have to give credit when credit is due. Kanye is a mogul. He's a mastermind. He's a genius. And without Kanye's impact on the rap game and just in general, you wouldn't have a lot of people doing what they're doing. You wouldn't have Kid Cudi's. You wouldn't have a lot, not just Kid Cudi's, you wouldn't have a lot of people, man. And people don't really understand that Kanye produced for your favorite rappers, and your favorite rapper in general. Like, Kanye, he is a musical genius, and he's a genius outside the realm of music. Sometimes his political beliefs may be different, off, but you have to give credit when credit is due. Diddy for sure, because he changed everything. He changed how music is heard. He changed how these record labels are listened to. He changed the grind. The grind is undeniable. When people talk about Diddy, that's one of the things that stand out the most, because Diddy didn't come from a lot, and his grind was just not effortless. It's just priceless. Like, somebody that works that hard deserves the world, because he put a whole label on his back and carried it, and he also has done so much for so many other people, and especially the Bad Boy era. You never seen such things. You had Mace, you had Jadakiss, you had Mary J. Blige, you had Total, Biggie, and it's just a plethora of way more people just under one roof, and you can control that, and just have the genius and mindset to keep going and keep pushing, because I know that having that weight on your shoulders is not hard, is not easy by any standard. And Diddy has been doing it for 20 plus years and still going and still running and still doing his thing. So you just gotta show respect to Diddy, man, because Diddy. And Jay-Z, of course. I'm gonna put it like this. Jay-Z, he's always been respected from the real people that actually listen to the lyrics and actually listen to hip hop. Of course he's respected. Influential, he hasn't been like so impactful on hip hop, but he's one of the best to ever do it in hip hop, because you have a lot of hip hop fans that really don't subscribe to Jay-Z, and just like everybody else in this conversation, they don't subscribe to. But Jay-Z is very influential, and just the way and the gems he talked in his music, you can learn a lot from Jay-Z. Jay-Z and his music is very insightful and talking about the business and how you can grow. And that 444 just speaks volumes, because at where he's at in his career and him dropping that in 2017 and still resonating to people, it was just amazing, because he's just really teaching you life lessons, how to balance and manage your credit, how to get things in order with life, things that schools and don't teach us, teaching us outside the realm of school, just giving us game and giving us gems. And for this last person, I saved him last, because I feel like he's the most important out of everybody in this list, and practicing and preaching ownership, and practicing and preaching, putting money in and investing in yourself. Master P is a mastermind. I feel like Master P is a national treasure, like seriously, because Master P was doing things and having ownership before anybody, and before any of these things were set up. He made himself a multi-millionaire and establishing No Limit Records, selling out his trunk with CDs, the hustle and grind, and putting money back into his community. Like a Master P is just so different, and it's so beyond his time, because he practiced what he preached, and he's doing a lot of these a lot of things that people are trying to do and get into an entrepreneur role. He's done that since the 1990s, and since he's been out, and since his name has been out there. I feel like Master P deserves way more credit for who he is and what he's done for the culture. And man, those are my top most influential. And I feel like that needs to be talked about a lot, and especially Master P's impact, because he has put on for a lot of people, and put a lot of people in places where they didn't have an outlet, such as like Snoop Dogg being one of the greatest rappers ever. When he lost out of Death Row, he had a shoulder to lean on, Master P, and it's just a testament who the Master P is, and how far he's come. He's been in the game 20 plus years and still doing the same thing, practicing, preaching, and ownership, and putting money back into things, putting money back in his community. Man, he's a hidden gem, man, for real. Trust. Man, let's get into the seventh topic. Instagram taking away likes and impact, man. I feel like taking away the likes it's a big pro and a con. I would say the pros of the likes going away, if they do actually take away the likes, it's just, people really have to delve into who they are as people and understand and know that, it's nothing to be insecure about, because a lot of these people that are doing it are, just fronting for the Instagram and fronting for the internet. And, and you could really, like, in somebody viewing it as in, like, I don't have any many likes, I'm not established, they can see each other as equal now, that the likes are away. But it's a lot of cons to this too as well, because and it was expressed from a lot of people when this situation had happened, when Instagram had dropped that they will be taking away likes. And I strongly agree with Nicki Minaj and her statement and her opinion, because she was talking about how now they're trying to monetize how we use Instagram, and really flip the switch of how and who is getting paid and what business is being made. Because if you're getting on Instagram and you have, let me just put an example, you have 3 million followers and you're a higher standard, you're established, but that's kind of different than somebody that's like trying to come up and maybe has like 25K or something like that. They have a good following, but they're also trying to establish themselves. And Fashion Nova is, for example, like looking at them and trying to get them to come into their business. And now it's like, now the likes are being pushed back in a way. It's like now these people are gonna have to try to, you know, just get sponsorships from, you know, such as like a Fashion Nova and stuff like that. Now the Fashion Nova, the people, and not saying Fashion Nova per se, but I'm just saying in general, just speaking for example, a big brand will be looking at you and looking at your likes and seeing how many likes they could put into their pockets and get into their page, and, you know, bringing more viewers and more likes to their brand, of course. But now it's flip-flop. Now these big brands are going to be expecting you to be paying them for sponsorship or endorsements and things of that nature, and not them looking for you because you have these likes and because you have these views and you have this following. So it's going to really change the game of how things are viewed and how in the playing field. Now these companies and these big businesses are going to be getting paid more because you're going to be having to pay them to be a brand ambassador and such, instead of them looking for you. And that's what she was basically trying to say, and I understand that. And it's just like it's so many games just intertwined. You just really have to be mindful and really just keep pushing your brand. And that's why I just, every time on this podcast, I practice ownership, like try to talk and practice ownership, because that's most important. You know, just building your own brand, investing in yourself. And of course, it's not to say that you don't need to work your 9 to 5. It's not to say that you don't need to work hard for what you get, but you need to put that money back into yourself or something important and something of value. Just not just a gold rollie, not just a car, man. You know what I'm saying? Just actually, the small things is what really matter, not the glitz and glamour and not the materialistic things, because that's what this Instagram thing is going to show you, like, that none of this stuff, not saying none of it, but a lot of it, it's false. A lot of people are just fronting and faking, and for the ones that are really doing it, it's much respect. And just to tell you guys, like, the ones that are established, don't worry or don't trip off of the likes too. That's one thing I would say. Just show the world and show the people that are following you who you truly are. You show your personality a little bit more. Short films, you know, add more movies, add more videos to your page. You know, try to get people to see you in another light, and just keep building on it. Keep building on it. And that's why lastly I wanted to talk about, would you rather likes or comments? And me and my friends got into a little debate or whatever. I feel like comments are, and that's why I was saying, just referring to my friends and people that are established on Instagram and have a huge following, and that are, like, you know, not discouraged, but a little feel away about the likes thing. Just understand and know that as long as you get somebody's attention to comment, I feel like that's more important than a like. Because I could just be scrolling down on the Explore page or just my Instagram in general and just like a picture and not really care about it. You know, just liking just to like most times. But for you to sit here and stop and comment, I feel like you're more engaged in who that person is. And you're actually caring and noticing what this person is doing. I feel like a comment is way more important than a like. So that's why I was telling you guys, you know, just make a short film, or just make yourself more noticeable and more, you know, brand yourself more. I feel like this like situation should push people to do more, and it's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with marketing yourself at all. Just it pushes you to just push the envelope and do more. Now you know what you have to do. Now set a bar for yourself, man. Keep going, man. Like, you just have to market yourself in other ways, and not just trying to get likes, but why not just why not get comments? And I'm not saying do anything it's to each his own. You do what you want. You do what you like. I don't have no say in that. But I feel like comments are I would rather way more than comments, because comments is showing me that I'm actually, and also I can interact back with my comments. It's like it's an interaction. With double tapping, I'm not gonna go through all the likes and be like, oh, well, this person like me, or this person. And if I have a huge following, I'm definitely not gonna do that. I have a pretty cool following, solid following, but I'm not going through all my likes to see. But my comments, I may do that, because you never know who or what of the importance is in the comments. And for example, one of my friends had told me about another friend who used to just comment under the celebrities' pictures of that he liked, and he would always comment, and then out of nowhere he got an opportunity to actually do business with one of those people. So comments, I feel like, are way more important than likes. You really get to see and understand who this person is, and really get to interact with them. So I feel like, man, don't get discouraged with this like stuff, man. It's really just social media, and that's what's mind-blowing, that we've come so far in this social media technology era that we really have to, really have to stop and think like, dang, will I really rock with Instagram anymore? Like, nah, like that give me more of a reason to rock with Instagram, because now I want to see what more ways and avenues I can push to actually get more followers and build my brand and just keep marketing myself, man. That's all I focus on all the time, is just how can I market myself to bring myself to the next level, man. And that's why I want you guys to, like, share, and subscribe my podcast, because I want to keep pushing, man. I want to push the envelope. I want to talk to my people. I want to make good quality content and come to you guys, pure and genuine, because I make this podcast just because I love to talk, and I would love to be a media personality. And I've done journalism in college, and I'm just in love with just the media part of a lot of things. And I know that has its pros and cons, but I just come from a genuine place and just want to give good information and get good feedback. So, man, I would definitely say comments. I would rather, man. But look here, every single episode, Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Please like, share, and subscribe my podcast, man. Y'all been amazing to me, man. Color Power, at Color Power on Instagram. Please follow. Hey, every single week, man. Let's get into it, man. Love